Subriel Matías is going to come back in November, is rumored, against Valenzuela. Not that Valenzuela. We would wish it was that Valenzuela, but it's not. It is Gallo Valenzuela, something like that, Valenzuela. I believe he has 3 losses, 1 by KO, has won his last 4. His last 4 has been split into 2 decision wins and 2 knockout wins. He's 17 knockouts against, I think, 29 wins, something to that effect. He's lost to Montana Love, which is the only name I recognize or remember. I don't see much of him. The last fight he had was in Mexico and against a guy who I don't really know at all. And I'm going to play that video for you now real quick so you can see how he's looking in his last fight. Now that you saw that, this is a fight that I'm not sure how to feel because, I mean, it has to be his next fight. I mean, some people are saying that Valenzuela is a hard-hitting guy. I think he's more tough and rough than he is a hard-hitting guy. I think real lesser opponents he breaks down quite easy, but like a Montana Love ran circles around him. So I think they're banking on the pressure of Matias to come in and break this guy down and just kind of build him back up, right? They're going to take these baby steps, and they need to take these baby steps now. Although he's a rough and tough guy and has like a record of what you would call a journeyman, he's only 29 years old. So he might not be long in the tooth yet. He might have had some wars here and there, or tough fights rather, but doesn't give any vibes that he's a guy that is too dangerous. So this is actually a very good measuring stick for Matias after the beatdown that he got really from Paro. I think is 2 things at play here. Either I think Paro is better than we thought, and Matias is not as good as we thought. This fight, elite fighters get rid of guys kind of like this Valenzuela out of there, right? They just if you're supposed to be an elite guy and you fight guys like this Valenzuela, they don't last too long. They're not supposed to. Right? At this point in his career, Matias does not need rounds. What he needs is build up again. Hearn took a risk, and he took a risk with Matias because a lot of us kind of thought that Matias maybe wasn't that guy. Maybe it was just his opponent, his matchmaking. And but he knew that Paro was a tough guy. And that's what he does. Eddie Hernan Matchroom, they don't care. They threw you out to they're like, no, we want to see what we got. Because we don't want to play around, right? We don't want to, we want to know off the rip, what do we have? And when Matias, Matias didn't do anything really in that Paro fight. So this is the fight that he does need. If it's in Puerto Rico, it's a big mistake. Don't bring him to Puerto Rico. I mean, I think Puerto Rico is probably the third reason why he lost. And so just being there. So take him to like Philly, take him to like Florida, take him somewhere else. Don't bring him to Puerto Rico for whatever reason. If that's what you think you need to do, don't do that thing. I think the next fight after this, if he triumphantly wins this, you can take him to Puerto Rico. But, they got to give him at least 2 easy fights to build up the lore. Put him on TV. Put him on an app, put him on TV, put him in front of eyeballs. Of course, he better deliver, though. And believe it or not, it's a lot of pressure right now on Matias. Either you're the guy or you're not. And losing a fight doesn't mean much. Okay, you lost a fight. It's the way he lost the fight. Of course, if Paro goes on to defeat another guy that's top tier, then that loss looks better for Matias. If Paro gets stopped by a nobody or something to that effect, or loses big to another elite guy, like big loses big, that doesn't look good for Matias. You understand? So like if Prograis was to beat Paro easily, that does not look good for Matias. In my opinion. Now, if he easily handles Prograis, let's say Paro, and just at an upset with whomever, that makes Matias stock grow. His loss look better. So I don't know what to think about this fight, really. I just don't want it to be in Puerto Rico for obvious reasons. But, hopefully Matias can pick up the pieces, because the more we have in boxing, the more names we have, the more exciting it is. So I'm hoping that he does come back and he does very well. And in his next 2 fights, I don't want him to go this fight and then go into another big fight. I want him to go at least 2 fights. If he wins by knockout early, just get back in the ring quickly, have a quick turnaround, get in there, get the name out. In 2025, mid to late 2025, go for that, for another championship fight, and then, hopefully we win that, and then now we're in business. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? This is the right move for Matias? You think Valenzuela is going to be a problem for him? Or do you think he gets Valenzuela out of there early, or just beats him pillar to post, maybe doesn't get him out of there? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.